In 1927, W.K. Kellogg was in the test kitchen of his company and poured milk over a new toasted rice cereal. He instantly knew they had something, and by the following year, Kellogg's Rice Krispies were on store shelves. Instantly, marketing executives as well as the buying public soon noticed the distinctive crackling sound made when milk was added to Rice Krispies. The words snap, crackle, and pop were the words used to describe the sound, and they soon began to appear in print advertising by 1929, and radio jingles shortly after. In 1932, one of these radio ads went like this. Listen to the fairy song of health, the merry chorus sung by Kellogg's Rice Krispies as they merrily snap, crackle, and pop in a bowl of milk. If you've never heard food talking, now is your chance. Later in 1932, the words snap, crackle, and pop were added to the artwork on the front of the Kellogg's Rice Krispies box. One person who heard that famous radio jingle was an illustrator named Vernon Grant. After hearing the commercial, he was inspired to draw the characters he envisioned in his head. Grant sat down and brought to life the magical gnomes we know as Snap, Crackle, and Pop. He brought his idea to Kellogg, and the company loved the characters so much, they bought the advertising concept that same day. The advertising agency representing Kellogg's, named N.W. Ayer, then began to use Grant and put him on a retainer for $5,000, and they used his illustrations through 1941, paying him close to $250,000 during that time. As well as drawing the characters for print advertising, Grant also illustrated the nursery rhyme stories which appeared on the back of the Rice Krispies box, which young children loved. The illustrated nursery rhymes became so popular that Kellogg's began including box top coupons that families could mail in to receive a full-color story, along with song booklets, prints of the characters, and stickers. This was the beginning of traditional cereal box giveaways and became very popular. Initially, only one gnome actually appeared on the front of the box. Snap was the first character added to the packaging in 1933, and it would be almost 8 years before his brothers would join him in 1941. In 1949, the three characters underwent a makeover. This was around the time when Kellogg's switched to the Leo Burnett advertising agency. Snap, Crackle, and Pop went from gnomes with large facial features to more boyish-looking characters with smaller hats. In the redesign of the characters, Snap would now wear a baker's hat, Crackle a red or striped stocking cap, and Pop a military-style hat. In 1955, Snap, Crackle, and Pop starred in their very first television commercial. This was another cereal giveaway, and by mailing in a box top along with 15 cents, you would receive one of the characters as a 12-inch cloth doll that you had to stuff with cotton and stitch up yourself. Since the 1970s, Snap, Crackle, and Pop have undergone numerous changes, from changes to their eye shape to the color of their pants and shoes. As illustration moved away from pencil and paper, the characters were given a complete digital update in 2008. After 80 years, Snap, Crackle, and Pop are now created using 3D software. Nowadays, Snap, Crackle, and Pop not only promote Rice Krispies, but they also are found on a host of other Rice Krispies-inspired products. From various new flavors of the cereal to Rice Krispie treats and other snacks, Snap, Crackle, and Pop have made their mark on people around the world. In Sweden, they are called Piff, Paff, Puff. In Mexico, Pim, Pum, Pam. And in France, Crick, Crack, Crock. Snap, Crackle, and Pop were the very first advertising characters ever used by Kellogg's, and now they are the longest-running characters to date for the brand. Do you have any of your own breakfast memories about Rice Krispies or the little gnomes that made the cereal famous?